Hey, so we're gonna do a Qigong set again. This one is gonna be focused on simple movements, a warm up to open up the joints, and really focus on only a couple movements and just flow with it. And it's gonna be a nice warm up, all right? So this is something that you can do like almost every morning or every night before you go to sleep, just to loosen up your body, okay? First, I'm gonna cleanse the space. And if you're new here, my name is Michael. I am very much into wellness as part of my journey as of the last couple of years, and Qigong is one of the things that helps me connect to myself and help me deepen my awareness. So if you're not familiar, Qigong is a practice to find presence within using movements, breath work, posture, similar to other practices like yoga, which are different, which are maybe in the West more static movements. But it's another way to cultivate awareness, to cultivate balance. Okay, Qigong dates back to ancient China, a lot of the Taoist practices. I took a 200-hour Qigong Teacher Training course. It's kind of modern, so I'm still learning myself, but I'm just gonna go through a little bit what I learned, all right? And if you're new here, check out my other videos too. So the first thing, my pants are falling down. The first thing we're gonna do, cleanse the space. We're gonna go into the Wu Ji stance. That's a Chinese translation. So Wu Ji is kind of like the base stance, and it's always infinite. It's like the starting point. So to do that, first you want to stand up straight, okay? Get that spine straight, and imagine like a thread is pulling your head up. All right, so look straight ahead. You want to drop your shoulders, so release them if they're up like this. So drop the shoulders and keep some space in between your arms. You don't have to go like this, but a little space is fine. Okay, rest lightly. And then your legs, you can push out slightly rather than keeping like this. Just push the knees out slightly and open up your stance a little bit, okay? So this is the base stance, the Wu Ji stance, that so many Qigong movements start from this and end from this. There's too many combinations, Mamma Mia. So we're gonna start from this. You could hold this for a second. Take some deep breaths. And maybe you have a slight bend in your knees. That's okay too. If you don't, that's okay too. You can stand up straight. There's no right or wrong way. It's just the intention behind it. Take another deep breath. Release it out. Okay. So now we're gonna warm up the shoulders. So you're gonna take a tiger claw like this and put it on your opposite shoulder, right at the connection point between your arm and your chest area, okay? So you're gonna feel that movement. So now we're just gonna do some shoulder rolls and keep our feet grounded and really be mindful of this twist. So as I'm going back like this, so let me do it again. So palm up, going back, I'm feeling the movement. All right, and as I'm going back too, I'm opening up slightly on this side, and my weight is transitioning to this side of the body, okay? Maybe you feel some cracks in your arm, that's okay, but if you feel more throbbing pain, then maybe you need to get that looked at, okay? And then you can experiment with, you know, your placement of your arm. So maybe you want to come down, palm down here, whatever feels right. So palm open, and then when you get to the top, you twist, palm down. Let's go to the other side. Tiger claw, this side. When I open, palm down, come back to the front, and incorporate some breath too. Go up, palm down. I'm getting a twist in my legs. I'm twisting here, so my back is getting warmed up. This is not just arms, this is full body in a way. So now we went back, let's go forward. So instead of going back, let's bring it around the other side. You can play with going slower or faster. All right. Now this side forward. And if the stance is uncomfortable, you can release it, but if you can hold it, hold your stance. Hold the knees out slightly, slight bend. Keep the back straight. Add some breath. Okay, one more. I'm going a little fast with this, okay? But you get the picture. Now from here, arms in, open, breaststroke out. So out, in, open, out, in. This is releasing, kind of opening up the arms. And if you want to have fun with it, you can maybe go this way and go slow, slower, go high. You don't have to get the extension, you can just go just to the point of extension. Like this is full extension, you can go right here. So in, push out, in, push out, in, push out, in, push out, in, push out. Now let's go out, over. Okay, yeah, out, over. The other way, out, over. It takes me a while. Out, over, 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 out, over. Okay. Still in my stance, and then from here, jump out for a second. Now we're gonna stretch out our neck. So just go back to the Buji stance. Up, look up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and now let's turn left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Maybe some circles. Now we're gonna do a little twist. So imagine this: out, back, left, forward, forward, right. So nice pivot of your hips like this. We're warming up our hips. This is a good one. Hips don't lie. This. I'm gonna go the other way. Again, this practice is just simple movements. It's just the intention and opening it up. Opening up your body, releasing it. I'm going the other way. Now maybe let's try get the feet together, knees together. This might hurt, and let's just rock the knees in circles, okay? Warm up the knees. keep the back straight, don't bend down. Now we're gonna warm up our feet. So one foot, and I hope you can see this, is at 45 degrees angle. The other one is in the front, kind of like this is like cat stance, okay? And we're just gonna do some circles on this calf with this leg, okay? Warm up the leg. Go left, go right. Take a deep breath. Up, down, maybe you want to do. Now let's go to the other side. 45 degrees angle, this one up, cat stance, ha, right? Leg. So we started kind of from the top, right? We started from the top and we worked our way down to the bottom. And just know that there's different connections in your body. So this shoulder is connected to this side of the body, this like hip part. This shoulder is connected to this hip part. So like when you throw a punch, right? So if I throw a punch here, there's a lot of like rotation in the hips that are involved in throwing a punch, and it's the connection. So like here, whip it back, right? So this shoulder and this hip, I'm gonna whip it back, ha! It's whipped back. So there's connections all over our body. So just because we work out like the upper part of our body, our lower part is still being worked out. Mamma mia. Okay, you don't have to do that. Okay, now let's play around with like go back to the Wuji stance, the base stance. So again, a line, pretend is pulling you up, shoulders back, down, back straight, and now just work on shifting the energy from left to right while keeping your stance. Okay, just feel the energy. You can go gentle with this, and you don't want to put too much pressure on your knees. If it hurts, you can like open up your stance a little bit, but just work on opening up the energy and the weight from side to side. Mamma mia. So I went to boxing class today. I also did Qigong once today, and now I'm doing Qigong for this video. So that's Qigong twice today. Alright, so now I'm going side to side. So now I'm gonna open up this leg more. So from here, we're just gonna go back to that like cat stance pose, right? Like this. So one foot 45 degrees, the other foot forward, and we're just gonna open it up. Open up the leg. So how's it gonna look like? I'm back like this, just open up the leg, right? So go back to your Wuji stance, and we're just gonna open up the leg here, weights here, open up the leg here, weights here, play with the weight, hands down, right? Just work on opening it up and also like feeling the weight shift and not letting this knee cross the toes, but like just, it should not go past the toes because then it'll hurt. But still, work on opening this up. All right, now from here, we're gonna go to shoulder tapping like this. This is good. I try to do this every day. And this is an interesting move. if you think of like a whip, like if I have a whip in my hand, if I just be kind of lazy with it, I'm not gonna get the full impact of the whip. But if I like wind up and pull back a little bit, I'm gonna get the full impact of the whip. So the same thing, like if you just like go full force with this, your arms, and you let your arms go, your arms will become like a whip, because depending on how you move, it'll just add a little bit extra. I'm not saying do that, but just be aware that your body can be like a whip. It's kind of like uncontrollable in a way. Ow, I hit the table, that hurt. So from here, you're gonna go high, you're gonna go low. Things, and this is like the real crux of what we're working on today. This is more of like a Qigong flow. So go back to your Wuji stance. Pretend like a line is reaching the top of your head, keeping you straight. Elbows, shoulders relaxed, knees pushed out a little bit, and we're gonna pretend. So, okay, let's see. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. So this hand right now is my right hand, and I'm gonna go to my left side. So as I go to my left side like this, I'm twisting my body, and then this hand goes out, comes up, this hand goes out, comes up, and I'm just twisting. I'm not moving my leg, it's just twisting. Now if you do this for like 5 minutes, you'll start to feel a balance and maybe energy cultivation, chi cultivation, and get a twist. Keep your stance in Wuji stance. Try not to move your feet if you don't have to. And sometimes, you know, each move is not going to be so smooth, so you know, just flow with it. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect. Like now I'm finally getting into a flow. Before I wasn't. Okay, boom. And it helps to get that twist, a little twist. So when you get here, extend out and then you come this way. Okay, here, come out. But then you should start to flow, right? It should start to flow, and you don't really gotta think about it too much. You don't really gotta think about your hands. Okay. Feels like fighting maybe. Okay. Okay, so that's and you self-correct sometimes too, okay? So here we go. Let's do this a couple more times. And then feel like adding the breath in. So like here, twist. And then you can start to bring it, instead of going back like this. So it started with the shoulder roll, this is building on it. Now let's go in the front. So to make it easy, just imagine, because this is kind of confusing for me, that one hand waves, comes like this, the other hand waves, comes like this. Okay? And then kind of just feel it, alright? And you'll maybe start to feel tingling sensations in your hands. And then when you get comfortable, you'll start to imagine maybe like a chi ball, and this will just be natural. So I'm going forward like this, right? I'm going forward. forward, as opposed to this one, which is, let's go one more time. This is back, okay? Back, back, back. This forward, forward, forward. And there's really no wrong or right way as long as you feel it. Okay, so that is the flow, and you can do this for like 5 minutes just to really feel it, get into the ball, feel the chi ball, experiment with like a twist, more of a twist. But then after that, let's gather the chi in, and imagine here that you're kind of pushing through water in a way. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can also work like this, up, down, come up, down. There's energy in this change from here to here, flipping it up. Alright, so that's a quick Qigong stretching, quick movements for today. Really simple, just warm up from the top of your body to the bottom of your body, and then we just finish with something like this, just arm movements, which in a way it's just kind of spontaneous. That's how I like to think of it. Like, don't think about too much about it, just move your arms and get a twist and stay in your stance if you can. Alright, so if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Send it to your friends, send it to your family if they like it. It's good mindful practice. Do your own research on Qigong and find if you like it. Alright, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's an exchange because I put time into filming this and editing the thumbnail and everything. Alright, so thank you so much. Wish you well. Peace.